to your universal message for this week of the end of April, beginning of May. A lot of the energies are getting to kind of a more fluid way. So for this week, and to have into account, we have finally Mercury direct. We started last week, and you guys, I'm sure, are feeling how things are starting to flow a little bit more. These past weeks were a lot of things happening in the inside about our own self, getting to know a lot of the things from the inside world of our emotions, the way that we feel. So a lot of feelings, but not probably a lot of things happening in the outside, in the real world of what we live. And starting last week on Thursday with Mercury again direct, a lot of the things that we were expecting we'll probably start seeing. And actually I started seeing in my life a lot of things start actually flowing again. And we still have a little bit of that energy of the eclipse. Still things are feeling, so a lot of changes still on the way, and Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus are still things that you will be feeling until the end of May. So even though we have more energy direct to flow, things are still slow because it's not completely direct all the energies, so we can have everything that we are expecting. So just be patient into seeing how things flow have evolved, but do not pressure anything. Also, now we are in Taurus, so a lot of going slow with yourself, feeling your body. So really try to concentrate your energy where you really need it. And we're gonna have Venus tomorrow, starting off Taurus as well, and that's a lot of Taurus plus Taurus, because Mercury, Venus is a lot of that tarot energy of sensuality and feeling our body and trying and really wanting to have pleasure into having things our way that we can enjoy, and that our body can really be suited and slow, and that we don't want to feel pressure. That's a lot of the energy of this week. So we have the two cards from our angels and our guides. So we have one is liberation, and the other one is the creation. And both of them together, what we can have in our message is it's time to find of everything that we have experienced and everything that we have observed, because we have worked a lot of observation. So everything that we have observed in our lives in these past weeks, now it's time to work in acceptance, because the real liberation in our life is when we are completely in acceptance with who we are, and to liberate ourselves from expectations, and not only from expectation from others. It's we always carry the expectations of what we think we have to be, compared to sometimes with others, compared to sometimes to what we were raised to, and how we expected, how do we want to look in the physical, how do we want to act. There's so much expectations, and it's being aware of what expectation am I putting to myself, and liberate myself from that and accept, no, this is how I am right now, with my difficulties, with my challenges, with my good, with my bads. But in the moment we accept how we feel and how we are, it's like accepting my body exactly how it is, with its flaws, or what we see flaws, but it's really the perfection of what it is. And from there is where we find the complete liberation of being who we are. And the message is, let's accept completely who we are with no expectations. And from that place, let's create a way of living and acting based on this liberation. It's first we have to be free, and from that freeness then we act. But if we try to act for pressure of something that we are not, then things will not flow. It's like with that place of acceptance and liberation of truly being who we are right now, being patient with ourselves, being compassionate with ourselves. From that place, we can really act, because that's where we'll find the complete power. But it's also from accepting. Sometimes a big part of accepting is our fears. And this weekend, I learned a lot about being aware of our fears. How do we present ourselves to the world? And it's like from that place, in the moment we accept our fears and we acknowledge this is where we are and I still am afraid of this, then in the moment I decide to, this is my fear, but I'm strong enough, that's where we find the strength. It's not about not feeling the fear. In the moment we reject it, it's the moment that nothing flows. But if we accept the fear and we decide to move forward through it, then we find the strength and we find a place to create new ways of life, because that's where we start acting different and not from the place of fear. That's a big difference. So these are the main energies of this week. I wish you all a great, amazing, blessed week, that we can all find our inner strength, our inner fire, and we really find the compassion fire from within of our heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following. And write me or send me any comments if you have questions.